What's going on? It's Chris and Will from LifterLMS, and this is another Feature Friday. And today we're going to get into one of the most common questions we get from people that are building a little bit more of an advanced site, in the sense that they have two websites. They have the main website. Think of it as like their home base on the web or their marketing site. And then they want to put the LMS, the learning management system, on a subdomain like academy.yourwebsite.com or members.yourwebsite.com. I'd say probably about 20% of our users do it in this way, where they actually put the LMS on a separate website. So which is usually on a subdomain. So what we're going to show you in this video is we're going to show you exactly how to set that up. So you have one website as the root home marketing site that has sales pages for your courses or your memberships, but the actual checkout and the LMS enrollment happen on the LifterLMS powered site. And the reason you want to do that is it's better to have the e-commerce transaction, which creates a user, creates an order in the WordPress database, and the LifterLMS enrollment, which also needs a user. Instead of having these two separate user tables on different websites, you can just consolidate it all on the LMS. That's why what makes LifterLMS so powerful is it does the e-commerce, the enrollment, everything together. So you can make it, if you want to get fancy, you can do it on separate websites, but we definitely recommend keeping it simple. There's less things to maintain and connect just by having it on the subdomain. So over to you, Will. Take us to town on how to actually do this.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. And not only is there less to maintain and set up tech-wise, there's also less liability because you have to disclose where you're storing people's data in less locations, because you're not even storing their data on the one website, you're storing it on the second website. So there's just so many advantages to this setup that you're describing, where we have our marketing website, where we use all of our caching mechanisms. Alarm. We use all our caching mechanisms. We use our CDN. We use all these things that sometimes break Lifter. We use them on our marketing website, but we don't use them on our actual LifterLMS install. And so there's just a lot of beautiful advantages to this setup. And so on screen here, I have two websites. Let me zoom in a little. These. And so good, about 120%. So this is my LifterLMS demo site. This is going to be my LifterLMS install. I don't know if you can see the, yep, you can see the URL. So I have my Copper Flower website is going to be my LifterLMS install with all of the LifterLMS add-ons and everything. And then my Jolly Fox install is going to be my marketing website. And so this is a blank WordPress website. I could use even a different theme on this website if I wanted to. But let me quickly go to create a page. We'll create like a home page. So this will be my home sales page. And in this example, we're just showing you kind of the architecture of how this would come together. But you can, of course, go in and customize this and make it really nice for your website. So I'm going to set my home sales page as my static home page. Make sure that looks good. Here's my home sales page. And then on the home sales page, or whatever setup you want to create on this website, we could use blog posts. I've seen people create sales pages as like blog posts, and then they list out each post is kind of like a sales page leading into their other website. But however you want it to do it, I'm going to just do a simple example with a buy now button. So we'll say we have a button, buy now, and then maybe we would use, a WordPress pattern of like the call to action or sales or whatever we wanted to do to say like, you should buy this product. Maybe I'll just use that one actually. Remove the button. This will be my buy now button. Should buy the course. And so this website is going to be purely doing the selling work. So this is going to be my Jolly Fox website, purely does the work of selling. And then we want to link it over. So when people are convinced to buy the product based on the content we create on this website, we're going to link them over to this website to buy. And how we're going to do that is by going into the courses area, and each course and membership has an access plan. With Lifter, if you're new to Lifter, the access plan system is an interesting kind of philosophy in WordPress that doesn't exist in WordPress out of the box of like, what is an access plan? We know what a blog post is, we know what a page is, we know how to set our home page, but what is an access plan? And so this is a unique piece of functionality that determines how a user can be enrolled in a course. We could create an access plan with like a $100 every year type thing. If we wanted to do a subscription model, we could do a one-time payment. We could do monthly, every other month. We could do a lot of different setups with an access plan. But basically, a user doesn't get access to the course and the lessons in the course, or to the membership and the content in the membership, unless they enroll in that access plan. And that access plan will have a purchase link. Whenever you create an access plan, each one has a little option right here that says purchase link when you hover over it. And so if I copy that link, I'm just going to right click on it and copy it. You could also just click on the URL and it would take me to the top here where it says I'm already enrolled in this course, but in the top in the URL bar, you can see it says purchase plan equals 4070. So that would be what I would put on my homepage, because this is going to be my buy now link. So we'll link up this button, and we can really create a seamless experience with this if we link it up this way. Because what happens is if I view my page, and let me view this now in an incognito window. I'll open up an incognito window and reshare my screen real quick so that we can see what this looks like for someone who's logged out. Share screen, share my incognito window. And so when a user visits my Jolly Fox website, which is going to be my sales website, and then they're convinced to buy, we'll click the buy now button, and then we're taken over to the Copper Flower website to complete the purchase. And so as long as you're using a similar theme, you can make the design look similar. It's a really seamless process. And like Chris described, there's so many benefits to this setup. So we just wanted to highlight to you as users a really simple way to create a nice sales and marketing website that's separate from your LMS website if you wanted to do it that way. But yeah, I'll pass it over to you, Chris. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. And if you could show us one more thing, could you show us how on the LMS, on the subdomain, if somebody accidentally ended up on the course, that they could, the website could redirect them to the sales page if they weren't already enrolled?
Absolutely. So what Chris mentioned here is a feature we have in Lifter called the sales page redirect feature. So if I go back over to my WordPress dashboard on my Lifter site, what we want to say is if someone lands on my course and they're not enrolled, instead of showing them the course page itself, so instead of seeing this page here, we don't want them to see any of this content until they enroll. So what we would do is scroll down on our course, edit course screen to this area, sales page. So currently it says display the default content. That's not what we want to do. We want to redirect to a custom URL. And so this custom URL would be this would be my Jolly Fox website where I'm actually selling the product. So I'd say, if you land on this URL and you're not enrolled, I want to redirect you over to where my sales content's at. So that way, if someone were to get a link to my course or someone were to share the link to the course with a friend, let me jump back into an incognito window. If I got this link maybe via an email, I'll stop screen share again. Window, incognito window. So if I were to get a direct link to this course, I were to try to visit, there's the URL, quick start course. I'm going to try to view it, but I get redirected over to the sales site to go ahead and buy the product. So that's a really nice way to kind of secure the content and make sure that you can't even see the course syllabus until you enroll in the course. A really cool way to lock it down.
Awesome. And that is how you do a main site and then a subdomain for the LMS. So if you have any questions about that at all, we posted a link to the documentation on how to do that around this video. So go check that out. You can also always reach us at LifterLMS.com. We are going to be at WordCamp US in Maryland by Washington, D.C. So if you're watching this video, if you're going to WordCamp, come say hi to the LMS people. You'll see Chris, myself, and Will from LifterLMS, and Kurt as well. If you don't know what that is, just do a Google search for WordCamp US. It's the largest WordPress event in North America. If you're a LifterLMS user, we'd love to see you there and connect in person. It's in a couple weeks coming up here that show gets started. So that's it for this episode of Feature Friday at LifterLMS. Smash the like button, share this video with your friends, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.